What do I do? What do I do when every other option is failed? Try to succeed, but they rather see me locked in a cell. Life is a mess. I do my best to try to survive. I know it's a shame that I live a life full of crime. What do I do? Where I'm from, I'm forced to live a life full of crime. Every day I'm in these streets putting my life on the line. It's ironic, I know that I'm living to die. The question is, why do I even fight to survive? 24/7 on the block, I got a stack to get rich. I take a mile from a cat if it give me an inch. My homie Mark already told y'all what sympathy get. So I show no remorse when I hustle the strip. I lost my cousin to a slug, I guess his option has failed. Lost my mama through the drugs and now she living through hell. Every night I pray to God and ask him, will I prevail? Because the options getting slimmer for us young black males. Statistics say by 21 I'm either dead or in jail. My future said I'm in a coffin or I'm locked in a cell. Life is a mess. I feel like I'm trapped in the maze. And it's a shame I can't change cause I'm stuck in my ways. Now that's the reals. I told y'all no more, no less. What do I do when these cowards say they wishing me death? What do I do?
Right now in the United States, there are more than 100,000 young people living in what the juvenile justice system calls residential placement. These are kids who, for one reason or another, just weren't making it in society. At least a third of them are violent offenders. This documentary takes a close look at one of these young men who just happens to be a gifted poet. You won't be hearing his name or seeing his face because we can't reveal the identity of a youthful offender. You won't be hearing any details of why or how he came to be incarcerated. What you will see and hear is an abstract portrait of this young man and his life, painted with the artist's brush of his words.
Look at me. I need y'all to sit and listen and pay attention for a minute. Since a kid they have visions of seeing me in a prison. My nightmares are filled with images of me dying for the way I've been living. God forgive them. The reaper's knocking at my door, I'm stalling yelling, who is it? My future is looking vague, but my past is so vivid. Plus my life is preordained, so my struggle's been written. And they wonder why I'm doubting religion. Where is God in? Why did he abandon me in all of this madness in? Why hasn't he answered the questions that I've been asking? If God's my father, then I was born a bastard. No cradles, no cribs, I was born in a casket. Living to die, though I survived amongst the savages. Don't get me wrong, I'm not tooting my horn. My mother's been gone, killing her brain, shooting her arms, killing her veins, another childhood torn. I walk through hell with gasoline boots on. There's a rose, but their eyes closed, all they grabbing is thorns. They blind to my rights, all they see is my wrongs. Still waiting on the change, will the pain be gone? In this game, I'm no longer a pawn. I'm a young black king, recognizing my roots, realizing the truth, educating my brain by fertilizing my roots. Who would believe good crops come from bad seeds? Never a bad seed, just planted in bad dirt, smothered by weeds. I've been living the definition of a curse. I'm waking up every morning hoping my life has been a dream. Pinching myself cause it can't be as bad as it seems. How can they say they understand what I've been through? Cause if they did, they can see I'm on the verge of going mental. So all my life, my anger's been my survival utensil. And mistakes are meant to be erased and I'm not writing in pencil. I've given y'all more than words, I painted y'all a picture. So open your ears and listen and try expanding your vision. Don't judge me by my mistakes, look at me a little different. Now what do you see? Look at me. Like I said, nobody's born bad. You know, you could be planted in bad soil, you know, and just, and while growing, you know, things around you can be smothered by the things around you. But it's gonna take some help. It's gonna take somebody to come through, you know, recognize you in bad soil. You take you out, put you in some good soil. You know, cut the weeds around from you. If you do the time, you know, repeat the crime, and I feel like you might, it's a chance you can be forgiven for it, because you paying for it on earth, you know. And I feel like I'd rather pay for it on earth than pay for it in the hereafter. Sins never die. All the stress wasn't part of the plan. I wish I could rewind on my life and do it over again. Because if I die, I'm getting judged for the things that I've did. So I know I'm going to hell for the way that I live. And that's not with half of my sins. Let's talk further. How would you react if I murdered a man? But since you're judging God, I'm talking to you. What could I do? Who would have known the nightmares of killing my enemies would soon come true? Till a gun is in my hand, it's like deja vu. Does that mean I had an option to spray that dude? And will I ever see the heavens because I pray I do? And can I repent because I deserve a way out too? I think I've suffered in this world enough. Plus my sins got me paranoid. I feel there's no one I can trust. And society is cold, in it my heart froze. I was forced to adjust. And not saying that I was forced to bust, but I was forced to be tough. Cause in the streets we react off impulse. Growing up it was survival of the fittest. And if you believe in it, be ready to die for it any minute. When you die, the world keep on spinning. And people keep on sinning. Hoping we be forgiven for the way we was living. And all it took was one pull of the index to have me seeing demons in my sleep, waking up in cold sweats, taking slow breaths. At times I wonder, will I wake up in the morning and have no breaths? Dead to the world, when my physical dies, my spiritual cries, but my evil survives, because sins never die.
The W.J. Maxey Boys Training School in Whitmore Lake, Michigan is set up to educate young men like this. They're trying to help each one of them find a path to a better life. The boys dress in uniforms of yellow t-shirts and khaki pants. They go to classes. They talk to counselors and social workers. They earn their GEDs and take college-level courses. And at night, they're locked in their rooms.
Yellow t-shirts and khaki pants. There is a story behind the yellow t-shirts and khaki pants. This so-called plan to give the youth a better chance. Take them off the circumstances they're in and help them advance. Well, that's the plan if they can ever get beyond the mayhem and really focus on turning young boys into men. But the change within ourselves is where it really begins. Yet I still feel the same pressure to survive in this setting that I'm in. Right, wrong, and truth have no difference when authority will always win. There is treatment, but the problem is, will it ever sink in? Because I spend more time regretting getting caught than actually looking at the things that I did. Our facial expressions so depth is our depression. Our selves hold secrets of our deepest confessions. Our current circumstances give evidence of our past regression. But only our hearts can tell the truth of our future's progression. The tip of the iceberg is all we expose, but what lies beneath the water is deeper and bigger than what the surface shows. It can be detrimental to ourselves and those who don't know what lies below. And it seems as though no one cares. But if you open your ears, you can hear that the cries for help are really there. See, the pain is connected to the tears, and the anger is connected to the fear. And the fear is being left alone to face this world on our own. Teach us how to find courage and be brave. The truths of our intention do not lie in the way we behave. That's just the false imagery portrayed to hide the attention we crave, that as kids we were never gave. In our yellow t-shirts and khaki pants, we cry out to be saved. Almost close, man. I was close, man. Man, don't mess up, man. It's good, man. We out here, man. Get jobs, man. We out here doing the big, man. Come on, man. Do not mess up. New slavery. Yes, master, I'll be a good nigga. No, this is not your average day slavery with whips, shackles, and chains. In this new day and age, they found a new way to enslave our brains. In the prisons, we do their labor. In the wars, we fight their battles. We entertain them with our natural finesse to dribble balls and make tackles. They trapped us within the madness of sex, money, drugs, and fickle fashion. Brainwashed us to love material, ignore our creator, and hate your own brothers with a passion. Amongst all the madness, there is much sadness. They put guns and drugs in our streets to watch one whole race disappear like magic. It's so tragic. No need for whips, shackles, and chains when they can enslave our brains. They have the same mission and vision, just a new edition with different conditions. The cotton fields are now prisons. The field slaves are drug dealers, and the house niggas are now politicians. Why rape our women with attractive images of easy submission? Educate yourselves, do not accept what they give you, want more. Slavery is not the core, it's just the surface. Our history is not dead, just forgotten behind closed curtains. Shed light on your darkened past and understand that we are here for a purpose. Beautiful human beings, descendants of kings and queens. They stolen our individuality and sold us a reality that will surely end in tragedy if we don't open our eyes and realize there is a way to get off this mental plantation. The Underground Railroad station now exists through education. The only key to these shackles and chains is our brains.
Where do your thoughts take you?
Mostly into the future. That's what I really look forward to now. Like usually I used to look forward to just getting the day through and, you know what I'm saying, just surviving and, you know what I'm saying, but most of my thoughts go to the future. My thoughts just take me to, you know, when I'm 21 or when I court date I got next coming up and what's gonna go on, what's gonna go down and what's gonna be the reactions, you know. My thoughts mostly in the future. I try to keep them in the moment, but I don't like the moment. You know what I'm saying? I like me thinking about having a family and a job and being in school in the next couple years and moving on with my life without the system behind me. Change. I've been waiting for the change and it finally came. I've taken the shackles and chains off my brain, I'm no longer a slave. See, the day has finally came when I can say, I deserve the joy because I've endured the pain. I've earned my sunshine because I've been through the rain. The change is a chance to try and life again. I now understand there is a life after the depth of my sins. Success is determined through the depths of my will. Now what color lies within the surface of my skin. It feels good to have found the love that I was missing. And I've come prepared on this mission with tools to rebuild my burnt bridges. Because those who have felt the wrath of my ways, down this path they have came before expecting change. But all along I remained the same. I pity the boy who cried wolf. Because now that the change is here, my cry for help they can hear. But so many times they showed up to help me fight a wolf that wasn't there. I knew the struggle wouldn't be easy. I'm hoping the days will get brighter and the weight from the stress in my chest will get lighter. Cause through the years of my struggle it's been long and hard. I adapted to this cold world and grew a frozen heart. But no longer cold-blooded. Came from the dirt but a rose-budded. Transformed this ugly duckling into a beautiful swan. No longer a pawn, I'm a king. Piecing together my broken dreams. Free to soar because the Lord has healed my broken wings.
I wish I could wrap this documentary up into a tidy package. I'd love to know how the life of this young man was going to turn out, but I don't. I can tell you that if he's going to turn his life around and survive in the real world, his experience at Maxey has planted the seed that just might give him a chance. And that he has come to view life from the top of a mountain that few of us would dare to climb.
No love. I gotta spit y'all the reals, no more, no less, of a cursed life that I've lived full of so much stress. See, I was built cold-hearted with the Nordic chest, but I've lived like a soldier through all the mess. And you probably couldn't tell from the way I smile, but you had to be there through all my trials. If you walked in my shoes, you wouldn't make it a mile. Have the soldier that I am, it'd probably take you a while. You gotta look into my eyes and see the pain that hurts. That's why I hide from the cameras, because a picture tell 1,000 words. And there's not enough words to explain my life. I think a law that we don't have to live life twice. It'd be like crapping out and getting another shot at the dice. I love life, but not enough to live it twice. Wasn't expecting all the pain to come, cause I was still waiting on that change to come. I guess life is a game that ain't played by us. And we're living in a world that's not made by us. Where's the love? Cause society's not showing us none. Only time I feel peace is when I'm holding my gun. All my life, it seems I had to do for myself. The world is cold, but I still played the hand I was dealt. I'm in my own world because I never had any help. And God's the only one who understands how I felt. Man, life is a trip and you can't tell me it ain't. And who the hell said life is the picture you paint? If it is, then my picture is blank. I've been waiting on the streets to show me love. I still hold my faith. But if they call this love, I don't want to see hate. So I show a little muscle just to make it through the struggle. Got the system on my back, so all I know is the hustle. And it's so much pain that you wouldn't believe. Cause there's no love or no honor amongst us thieves. It's the love for the dollar got us caught up in greed. But it's my love for my people got me trying to succeed. Because I gotta pave a road for my seed. Same thing that my pops and my people try to do for me. Gotta make it clear for them to see. Because if I don't, they gonna find out the horror. Ain't no love in these streets. No love.